Story 1. If she can only talk for 5 minutes, I will probably just listen. She listens to me all the time. She deserves the stage. Story 2. We had to put our 15-year-old dog down last week. He was completely deaf, and it broke my heart that he couldn't hear my voice as he went. I stared into his eyes, telling him he was safe, loved, and that we would miss him. I wish he could have heard and understood those words. Story 3. Why are you so scared of your harness? Do they give a signal or do a trick when they need to go outside to urinate? Story 4. I'm sorry I couldn't save you. I tried. I miss you so much. All of you. Every single one of you. I know cancer is terrible, but I did the best thing I could for you by ending your suffering. I hope you felt me with you until the end. I hope you're still with me in spirit, and I hope you know how often I think of you. Backstory. I have lost 3 pets to cancer over the past several years and 1 to age and injury, as his breed is prone to it. The combination meant there were no options left for him. The last 2 were lost just a few months apart from each other very recently. The pain is still very fresh. Story 5. Mommy loves you, and I want you to understand that the reason I give you food twice a day is because I want you here with me forever. You're that special. Please forgive me and know I am determined to heal your kidneys. Story 6. If my pet could talk to me, I would first listen to them. What I say afterward depends on what they tell me. Other than, I love you and I am thankful for what you bring to my life. Story 7. I know I am your whole world, and I wish your world was larger, so I could show you everything it has to offer. Please know that I love you with all my heart. I am lucky and thankful to have a devoted companion like you who has always been there for me. I want to understand what bothers you before you can no longer communicate, so I can help you feel better and live a fulfilling life. Story 8. Okay. First, do you know I love you, or do I need to say it more? Second, are you actually mad when I leave or just dramatic? Third, seriously, what's your issue with the vacuum? Story 9. You won't last 5 minutes in the outside world. Coyotes will eat you for lunch, and crows will use your fur to line their nests. Stay indoors. Story 10. I'm expressing my love for them and how much I would sacrifice for their education. I will ask one of my cats to eat wet food because it is good for her. Then, I will continue to emphasize my affection for them. Story 11. I ask if they have been secretly plotting my demise every time they stare at me as if I am the strange one. Story 12. There is nothing I can say that she doesn't already know. I tell her every day. I will just listen to what she has to say and find ways to make her life better. Story 13. I am explaining to my cat that if she learns to enjoy being on a leash and in a backpack, and trusts me to protect her from anything frightening, we could go on hikes together, and it would be so much fun. Story 14. You need to let me brush your teeth. I'm not going to hurt you, but if you don't, they're going to get worse and we're going to have to remove them, and none of us want that. Story 15. How they changed my life for the better, and I live for them. I would listen to what they had to say. Story 16. I love them deeply, and they should not let their past trauma influence their current life or future. My cat has experienced some trauma around men. Story 17. I would tell him he is the best ball of fur I have ever been in contact with, and then I would just listen to him for the last 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Story 18. Sit down and have a healthy conversation with my cat about why taking his epilepsy medication twice a day will greatly benefit him, so I don't have to spend 30 minutes each day trying to trick him into taking it. Story 19. Brother, why do you randomly meow at nothing? Do we have ghosts or something? Also, why do you run around the house when I'm sleeping? And please stop scratching all this stuff. Look at what you did to the wall. That's not cool, brother. Anyway, I love you, and if I step on you, it's your fault. You walk between my legs. What do you expect? Story 20. Why do you hate your mom? She feeds you and cleans up after you, but all the time you cuddle with me and scratch her. Story 21. Whine if you are hungry. Whine and then bark if you are thirsty. Roll over if you want to go for a walk. Jump if Helen Keller is a fraud. Story 22. I would tell them to stay in the yard, not because I want them trapped, but because they could get shot or run over in our neighborhood. I would be heartbroken if anything happened to them. Then I would ask why they are suddenly having accidents in the house when they never did that before. Story 23. My two little dogs have already passed away, but if I could talk to them, I would tell them how much I miss them. I wish they had been immortal and that they could forgive me if I ever hurt them. It was never my intention. I was just a girl who didn't know what she was doing. I love them deeply. Story 24. I would like to talk about her eating disorder. She consumes anything that resembles food, which is a problem. She may think that we are starving her. I just want to clarify that tissues and plastics are not food. Story 25. She is getting older. I ask how she is feeling and what I can do to make her time easier. I tell her how much I love her. Story 26. Stop yelling when the baby cries. I understand that you are overwhelmed by the noise, but it is not helping. I am doing my best to calm the baby, but when you yell, it makes me lose my composure, and then I have to quiet you by asking you to leave the room, which makes it take longer to soothe the baby. Also, if the baby cries, why do you need to stand next to her? If you dislike the noise, please go to another room. I love you very much, but I dislike it when you do that. Story 27. Please stop being scared of everything I am trying to get you to do. I would not put you in danger, and your recently washed blanket is not a threat to you. Story 28. Does the benign fatty tumor on your leg hurt or bother you? I thought surgery would be too hard on you at your age, but I wish I knew what you would choose for yourself. Story 29. I imagine you mean your pet can understand you and respond for 5 minutes. There's a lot to address. Your mother isn't your biological mother but loves you like one. We know you miss the children when they leave for vacation. They miss you too. We understand you're getting older, and it hurts to see your arthritis making you limp. Please stop running away as soon as you have a chance. You're an indoor dog, and going out is just for bathroom breaks. It's not a game to try to catch you before you get run over or shot. After that, I would probably just listen. Please try to be mindful. Stop walking into my study while I'm working, looking at me, and then audibly passing gas before walking away. I can't just step away from my work, and your flatulence has a very strong odor. Story 30. I am eager to hear their wishes or anything they want to say to me in those 5 minutes, so I have a better understanding of them right away. Story 31. I appreciate her because, thanks to her presence, I am not as alone as I used to be. She really means a lot to me. Story 32. I love you both and miss you so much. Please stay with us because we need you. Keep letting us know you are still here with us, as we need that when we can't see or hear you anymore. Story 33. The times you get stepped on, I feel bad. Could you please stop using the litter right after I scoop? Story 34. I am so happy to have her, but I would have gladly never met her if it meant she could have had a better life before me and never lost her leg. Story 35. Please stop waking me up every night when I fall asleep. Also, stop waking me up at 4 a.m. every morning. I haven't slept more than 5 hours in years. Story 36. In the last moments, after arranging a list of your top 10 favorite foods, I would say please be a good boy. Story 37. I will tell them how much they mean to me and how much I love them. Then I will ask how I can make their lives better and simply listen. Story 38. Teach them how to use a yes-no chart and how to point to a dog diagram to identify what ails the dog and its symptoms, such as pain, soreness, and swelling. Story 39. To stop jumping on people. We have been working on this for 3 years. Please calm down when you see people you know. While we are at it, when you are off-leash on the beach, stay a bit closer to me. They already know how much I love them. Hopefully, this will be a quick conversation so I have time to listen to what they want to tell me. 5 minutes isn't very long, especially with 2 dogs. Story 40. I would ask them to let me know if or when they are not feeling okay, to give me a sign so I can help make them feel better. I would request that they avoid being sick on the rugs, and then I would ask what they want me to know. Story 41. I know she would be saying something funny. She's a hilarious dog already, so I would probably be laughing. I would tell her how much I love her and that there will never be another dog like her. Story 42. My cat is very skittish, especially around my husband. I wish I could tell her she has no reason to be scared of him and to understand why she runs away from him, as he has never done anything mean to her. Story 43. I told my cat where I am for half of the day. Every day, when I come back from school, my kitty is waiting for me at the door. He looks at me with a question. Where were you all this time? I should tell him the truth. Story 44. I know you can eat it and it probably smells good, but it will kill you. Trust me on this. And I'm pretty sure you are a goddess or royalty reincarnated. Story 45. How much I love him, how good he is, and how he's my precious little baby. All the things I already tell him, but this time he'll truly understand me. Story 46. I am showing my cat how to use the toilet. In addition, I am listening to his story about how he ended up lost before I rescued him. Story 47. We are developing a specific yet simple gesture for managing pain. Then I will spend the rest of my time expressing gratitude to my dog for keeping me motivated. Story 48. Stay off the counter, you recently feral gremlin. I would ask the others how they are feeling and listen. I want to ensure they are healthy and happy, or if there is something they would like more of. Story 49. I have to go to work to buy you food and pay for the house. I always do everything I can to come back to you. Story 50. Please explain to me why you are meowing every second of every day. Also, please stop scratching the doors. However, you must know that I love you, and I would catch a bullet or fight a catnapper for you. Do you have any requests for dinner? Story 51. I would explain to them their medical issues and why I need to put them through challenging treatments like monthly injections and daily oral medications. I would then ask how I could make it easier for them. I would also tell them I love them with all my heart and listen to anything they want to share with me. Story 52. Please stop trying to dig in my garden. I worked hard on it. I know it may be fun, but it's not for you. Story 53. I am coming home from work. I promise. Please do not chase cats and other dogs. I will never leave you. I have an adopted dog that was abandoned as an adult and has severe separation anxiety. Story 54. Cat 1. What has been making you not want to eat very much lately? Cat 2. Why are you so skittish? I moved in with your dad 2.5 years ago. Cat 3. Please stop being unkind to your sister. Cat 4. Please stop getting on the counters. To all, I love you. What can your dad and I do better? Tell me something you discuss in your meetings because I'm very curious. Story 55. Assuming he can understand me, I would tell him that I am sorry we have to go to the veterinarian sometimes, but it is for his own good and it is never as bad as he thinks it will be. Also, he really does not have to vomit every time we go for a ride in the car. During the remaining time, I will let him share anything he wants with me. I hope he will tell me what all the random yelling is about. Story 56. Buddy, I need you to drink from your fountain using only your face. Your paws should stay on the floor and do not need to go in the fountain. You also don't need to push the fountain across the floor. Your sister drinks from it perfectly without any issues. Please follow her example. As for you, little lady, please stop using the potted plants as a bathroom. Story 57. I just need 1 minute to let them know that everything I do is because I love them as much as they love me. Then I would listen. I want them to know that, in their final moments, I would rather it be me, but unfortunately, I have to endure the pain of losing them. Story 58. I'm going to explain to my parrot that he cannot have my enchiladas with avocado salsa. It's the one thing I don't share with him because it's harmful. Avocado is dangerous for him. I eat avocado salsa very occasionally and keep him away when I do, and he throws a fit. Everything else I share. I wish I could explain to him why. I love him and don't want him to die. But please let me just enjoy my salsa. And you can have the biggest, sweetest blackberry when I'm done. Every time. Promise. I love you. Story 59. If he were still alive, I would have let him know how deeply I loved him. He healed my broken soul every time he looked at me. I loved being woken up by his gentle and silent antics. He was essentially the love of my life in cat form. That's why I always said, If he were a human, I would marry him in a heartbeat. Story 60. I would spend the first 30 seconds telling her that I love her and that I wish she wouldn't ignore me as often as she does. The rest of the time, I would ask her to tell me everything she knows about various topics. Story 61. Me. I love you so much, but it drives me up the wall when you scream in the morning. Her. Hiss. Story 62. I would tell my cats to stop scratching my $5,000 rare stereo speakers. Then I would tell them both how much I love them. Story 63. Come back. I miss you. I'm sorry I wasn't a good enough nurse or mother to save you, but I would give anything to have you back for even 5 minutes. Story 64. I want answers. To the dog. Why do you keep licking my couch? To the cat. Why do you keep licking the paper towel packaging? Once I have these answers, I will be satisfied. No further discussion required. Story 65. Colby is a picky eater. I ask him what he likes to eat, and then I listen to his life story before he came to live with me. Story 66. I would tell my dog that I love her and ask if there is anything I can do to give her a better life. She lives with my parents, but I can try. Story 67. Why do you insist on making biscuits on me? I love you so much. Are you happy? Why do you pounce on me when jumping onto the bed when there's an entire space to land on? Do you like your litter robot? Why do you cover your eyes with your paw when you nap? Story 68. You were fed. You're not hungry. Stop pulling trash out of the trash can. Or at least put the plates back in the trash. Story 69. That I love them both. To my oldest, I am sorry. We are running out of options to manage his pain. When he wants to go, he lets me know and does not hang on for anyone. He is the best boy on this planet, and I hope to see him on the other side. To my youngest, for the love of all things unholy, she does not have to bark at everything. Things are allowed to exist without being barked at. She is the best 60-pound lapdog I could ever ask for. It breaks my heart each day I have to go to work and leave them. For the remainder of those 5 minutes, I would just listen to them chat away. Story 70. That daddy loves her very much and asks her not to be afraid of the unfamiliar people who will be caring for her and transporting her in the coming days. She will be going far from the home she knows and will spend 10 days in a new and possibly intimidating quarantine facility. However, after that, I will be there to pick her up and take her to a new, even better home. Story 71. I adore them, and when we take them to the veterinarian, it's to ensure they are okay and to help them feel better if they are not. If I accidentally hit them on the nose, it was a complete accident, and I am sorry. I would then sit there listening to everything they had to say. Story 72. I love you. I will never hurt you when I pick you up. I clip your nails to keep you safe and free from pain. Story 73. I love you very much. The bathroom is not a good place for quality time together. The claws hurt, so please be careful when you are feeling energetic. If you need to vomit, please try to aim for a non-carpeted area of the floor. Just because I move in the evening does not mean I am about to put down your dinner, so stop yelling if I am just scratching my nose. Story 74. You might ask him why he prefers the canned food with gravy instead of the others. Then let him express his frustrations about what's wrong or what he wants more of. I love him dearly, he's just a spoiled brat. Story 75. Please stop eating inappropriate things. It's very unpleasant. The veterinarian advised me to put you on a diet for your own well-being and to ensure you live longer. It's not that I don't want to give you treats. If it were up to me, I would give you plenty. Trimming your nails will not hurt you, I promise. I will not remove your entire foot. It's a Dremel, not a chainsaw. Story 76. I am sorry I had to leave them early in life. I hope she can forgive me. She was the best cat I ever had. Story 77. I will express my love for them and listen to whatever I can do to improve their lives. Story 78. You are my favorite thing in the world, and if it were up to me, I would bring you everywhere I go. Please tell me, what can I do to make your life better? Anything. Name it. Story 79. I suggest we find a way for you to signal me when you are in pain and where it hurts. This will allow me to help you more easily in the future. Story 80. I'm not sure why you want to go into the kitchen so badly. Please tell me what you like so much that is in there. Story 81. I love and appreciate them and their affection. I apologize for not always providing them canned or table food. Saying, "Go away, Mittens," is a term of endearment. As time runs out, I will yell, "Go away, Mittens." Story 82. I love and appreciate them and their affection. I apologize for not always giving them canned or table food. Additionally, saying, "Go away, Mittens," is a term of endearment. Then, as time runs out, yell, "Go away, Mittens." Story 83. I would ask my cat why he opens all the drawers and cabinets in the kitchen and leaves them for me to close every day. Story 84. Even though I need to discipline her sometimes and I occasionally swear, I will always love her. When I say, "It's okay," I am just trying to soothe and protect her. When I sing to her the song, "You Are My Sunshine," but replace sunshine with her name, it simply means I think she is special. Story 85. I love you and would never do anything to harm you. I want you to live as long and happy a life as possible. Please trust me when I do something that makes you afraid, like going to the veterinarian, or when I deny you something you want, like my food or extra treats. You don't need to be afraid of thunder, the washing machine, or any person we allow in the house. Is there anything you want to say to me? Do you have questions? Story 86. I will explain that I'm coming back when I leave, and if I don't, he won't be alone. My cat has significant separation anxiety. Otherwise, I would like to hear what he has to say because he will sit and meow at me for an entire conversation. I can't even go to the bathroom alone without my cat scratching and howling at the bathroom door. It's worse when I go outside. Story 87. Explain why I have to go away sometimes to work. It is a complicated way for us to obtain the things we need and want. Tell them how much I love them and how good companions they are. Then ask what they would like for me to improve their lives. Story 88. I love them, and if I ever need to put them to sleep, it's because they became super annoying. But that's a me thing, not a them thing. Story 89. Not so much what I would tell them besides that I love them. I would let them talk. I think they would express that they don't like being dressed up for Halloween and ask me to stop leaving things lying around that they are not allowed to chew. How are they supposed to know? Story 90. If my pet could talk, I wouldn't speak at all. I'd listen and record the entire conversation. I would ask leading questions like, what do you want or need to make your life better? Is there anything I can get you? Do you know how much I love you? Story 91. I would tell them that I love them very much and that I will never do anything to intentionally hurt them. If I do hurt them, such as when administering medication, disinfecting wounds, or bandaging, it is in their best interests. Then I would listen. Story 92. I would express to them how much they mean to me and to the family, and how significantly they contribute to making this house a home. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.